Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm MJ. Today is Mother's Day in the UK, and I want to take this opportunity to celebrate mothers or people who represent mothers in our life. This morning at church, I was asked to share what my thoughts are on how my mum has been a blessing to me. I want to share with you what I shared at church and then talk about how I responded. Good morning, everyone. I want to share with you how grateful I am and thankful I am for my mum. As a kid, I was extremely shy and anxious. I was afraid to do anything wrong. My mum tried to protect me as much as she could, and she provided me with love and nurture. She was a safe person to me, and I realise now that I was a safe person for her too. My home life wasn't a safe one, and mum's resilience and spiritual strength taught me to rely on God. My parents divorced when I was about 13. And then mum and I had about 4 years together, just the two of us, and we both felt safe. She then later met her second husband and made the courageous decision to move to America, and I was about 17 at the time. This was incredibly tough for me, but essentially it taught me about adaptability and independence. I had to rely and trust on God even more as I navigated life as a very young adult. Throughout my adult life, I have come to appreciate the bond that I have with my mum even more. Despite the physical distance that we have between us, we remain really close, and we take any opportunity we can to make good memories when we visit with each other. Recently, I received an autism diagnosis, and this created new challenges for our relationship. As I started to understand and share my experiences with her, she took this as an opportunity to look at her own life and reflected on her own neurotype rather than being present on my journey. This journey taught us both some valuable lessons about empathy, understanding, and most importantly, communication. I've come to realise that our relationship is a two-way street. I've had to navigate as an adult what it means to have a mum that lives so far away from me, as well as understanding that I have been autistic all along. And she has also needed love, assurance, and forgiveness from me as she navigates being a mother who, in her own words, missed so much. Now, on this Mother's Day, I'm really grateful for my mum, for the sacrifices that she made, for always being in my corner and showing me what faith and love look like. I'm grateful to God who gave me a gentle, kind Christian woman to be my mum, and for God continuing to show up in my life in areas where I need an extra bounce of parental love. To all the mums here today, I thank you for your care, love, and devotion. You are appreciated, cherished, and we celebrate you. So this is what I shared at church, but I didn't deliver it as such calmly as I have just done there. I was riddled with anxiety, and public speaking is not something that I can do. I thought I would be fine. I knew I'd feel anxious, so before I went up, I was sitting trying to focus on my breathing, trying to remember to smile, and trying to think who I was going to focus my attention on as I was staring out to the audience of eyes. But as soon as I stood up there at the front of church and saw everybody staring at me, I was overwhelmed with emotion. It was so anxiety provoking for me, and I stuttered and I stumbled and I pretty much read my script rather than looking at anyone. It was awful, and as soon as I sat down, I wish it had never happened. The next person that shared her story was someone that had lost their mum at the age of 33 to cancer. This was a really heavy story, and I felt people's emotions around me. I think there was many people in that room who could relate to that story in some way or another of not having their mum present in their life anymore. And I suddenly became really aware of taking on the emotion and the heaviness that was filling that room. I was dealing with my own emotion of being so disappointed in how I delivered my story. I wish I'd never got up and spoke. So I was dealing with the regret and the rumination of thoughts. But at the same time, the same feelings that existed in my heart were the heaviness and the emotion that I was feeling of other people. I feel as an autistic person, we can be so in tune to other people's emotions. And it's a general assumption that autistic people aren't empathetic. That's a huge lie for me anyway. I feel other people's emotions to the extent that it's overwhelming to me, and my feelings that I'm feeling at the current moment don't exist because the feelings of other people are so strong to me. And I have to be really careful because when someone shares a story with me that has depth and pain in it, I cannot allow myself to get too sad and emotional over it because it's their story, not mine. It's their pain, not mine. Yet it feels so real to me. I know that some people watching this video right now will have that same empathy level, hyper empathy, that is just so overwhelming. So the rest of the service, I was very emotional and very upset. And I just prayed for all those who were really burdened by that heaviness of not having their mother anymore. I prayed that God would enter their hearts and give them peace and love and let them know that He loved them even in their pain. It was hard, and now I've come home and I'm absolutely exhausted. Mother's Day means so much to so many different people. It can be a joyous day where you celebrate it with your mother or as a mother. It can be a hard, painful, sad day for those who are distant, estranged, or have lost their mothers. I just hope today that you know that you're precious, regardless of what your relationship is with your mother. I just hope that you have a mother figure in your life anyway. Just dedicating today to all mums out there. Thank you for all you do. Thanks for watching, guys.